years ago or whatever, being vehemently anti-austerity and really pointing the finger at the Conservatives how you said, well, you terrible Tories, you've cut the you've cut benefit, you've done this, and look at where and no, look at where the party is there. And I wonder if you have an idea of what's been the catalyst or what's been the start of the transgression to where we are today from core party values.
Well, my own journey in the party is this, that I was always a Labour Party voter. Ever since I was old enough to vote. I'm just turned 43, so I joined the party in 2016. Pardon me, I joined the party 2016 because the real fiercely anti-austerity message that really did hit home for me, because by that point I think we'd seen 6 years of Conservative and a little bit of Liberal Democrat austerity, as
Mhm.
well as we could see the social devastation and the social consequences that it led to. So I joined the party in 2016 and I was out campaigning in the 2017 and the 2019 general elections. And 2017 was a phenomenal experience because we really did upset the odds and we came very close to actually forming a government. And the message really did hit home across the entire United Kingdom of that the country is being savaged by years of austerity. We'd seen gross inequality that was exaggerated and accelerating at ridiculous levels. And we needed to get back to core Labour Party values that I've touched on earlier. But something that the Labour Party, this is why I joined it, is the redistribution of power and wealth and opportunity across society for the benefit of the many. And we can see that right now because in 2025 we're seeing a Dickensian level of poverty. It's something that I talk about a lot in the House of Commons is the right to food, and I do a lot of work with the Joseph Rowntree Foundation and the Trussell Trust
Yeah,
to try and say about the essentials guarantee for this. Quite frankly, David, for the sixth richest economy on planet Earth, the fact that we've got millions of people relying on 3-day emergency food parcels to feed themselves is an absolute scandal, and it
it's
shows
despicable.
it shows the dreadful inequality that we've got in the UK. Now, what I would say is, why has that changed? I would say that it's probably fair to say that in 2020, Keir Starmer stood on I think it was 10 leadership pledges that he made. And in all honesty, those leadership pledges were pretty much a continuation of that fierce anti-austerity message that Jeremy Corbyn brought to the party. Now, Keir Starmer convinced the membership that that was his way that he would be in charge of the party. And I think it's fair to say that pretty much nearly every one of those pledges have been deleted from history, and he's not followed them. Now that we have got a Labour government in power, I've been critical as well and said that we almost try to appeal to reform voters. We're almost trying to appeal to conservative voters. What I think that the Labour government should be doing is appealing to the people that are Labour voters, the people that voted us in 2024 on a manifesto and a platform of change. Now, that change is to positively change society. Now, cuts to welfare is one example. That's certainly not going to positively change society. So, certainly within the party, and now currently I've got a temporary suspension. I'm still a Labour Party member, but I've had the parliamentary whip temporarily withdrawn pending investigation. What I would say to you, David, is that I'm not going to change my politics. I'm still fiercely
Oh,
anti-austerity. I'm still going to campaign for the essentials guarantee. I'm still going to campaign for building that caring and compassionate society that the most vulnerable people in the UK need. So my politics isn't going to change, but I'm going to try and get back into the Labour Party, and I'm going to try and move the Labour Party and shape the Labour Party as one member, just being one member like everybody else that's in the party. I'm going to try and shape and shift the party into the position that I think it should be in. And when we look at the problems that we've got in this country, it's because of austerity and inequality.
yeah.
And going back to those kind of founding principles of the Labour Party, that's how we need to govern, and that's how we need to change society.